What up, though? 3525 checking in. As always, we back with another one. I gotta say this sit down is well overdue.
Definitely.
Seeing you coming down to the ciphers on Fridays, and especially hearing about you dropping this project September 10th, and it's well overdue, and during the pandemic too.
Definitely.
So
Definitely.
let's talk about this project quick. Old Soul. Now out of all titles to come up with this Old Soul, how did you come up with the title for this project?
Like I came up with Old Soul because like I always been like more advanced, like an older soul. You know what I'm saying? Like, and my choice of music was always older and different. Like I listen to older stuff, like blues, jazz, older groups and stuff. Earth, Wind and Fire, Gil Scott Heron. You know what I'm saying? Like Ella Fitzgerald. Like I just listen to a whole bunch of different music, but I like street music too.
Right.
But I got an old soul that's from how I was brought up too.
So coming from a bloodline of music, because a lot of your family, they like, not just in the city, but they just tapped in with music all around. What does that do for you when it comes to, especially calling the tape Old Soul too?
I just want to like bring it back to memories that and situations that gave me an old soul. You know what I'm saying? Different things that happened to me while I was growing up and how I adjusted stuff and just I'm trying to explain basically why I got an old soul. And
Right.
what I've been through.
Now recording through this pandemic too, because I know this project, even if you just start recording it now, but
Right.
how was that process recording through this pandemic and still having the mindset of putting out good music, you know?
It's probably more relaxing, really, you know, because everybody's sitting down chilling, so you actually got more time to work on your craft, and it's not so much going on. Because I think we was in the crib for like 7 weeks straight.
Right,
You
100%.
couldn't go outside, so it actually probably helped me actually sharpen up my mind and like, all right, work better on my craft and tighten some verses up a little better and stuff like that.
Now let's talk this project too. What do you think makes this project different than any other project that you've recorded before? Is it just time of you growing as an artist? Is it time of you experiencing new things, or is it just time for a new sound and a new vibe from you?
It's like it's time for a new sound and a new vibe. You know what I'm saying? I'm known for lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like lyrics and bars, but I can make songs too. So on this CD, I'm showing that I can make songs and adjust to the new era, what they think popular in the new era, and still keep lyricism going. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So just showing what I can do, just showing another level.
So motivation wise, what keeps you motivated, especially to drop a project like with this type of feel?
Motivation is the people in my hood, like a lot of young niggas, man. Them niggas putting out CDs and songs every other day.
Yeah, they dropping
So,
crazy.
Yeah, they doing their thing. So that's motivation to me. And then just trying to basically just expand my pen. You know what I'm saying? And show different things I can do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because what I'm known for versus what people think I'm doing. Like, they be like, oh, I know when I hear him, he gonna do this. And I come with something different. Like, oh, I know you can do that. So the motivation is to keep you interested in seeing what else you can do.
Now let's talk this project too. If you could throw out 2 of your top tracks on this that you probably had fun recording, that you know once you left the studio that night you went back to the crib and rolled to it, you like,
Right.
these is my favorites on this project.
Right.
If you had to throw 2 out real quick.
Probably be Ain't No Telling and Add It Up. Like, there's 2 different vibes that you probably wouldn't expect me to be on. Like, that's why it was kind of a fun record. You know, usually when you're writing and you lyrical, you trying to really put your pen to the paper and be as crafty as you can. It was just 2 fun records, like just having fun.
Now let's go back to when we talked the title of the project.
Right.
And you coming from a bloodline family of music, and especially you following behind your pops and the legacy that he got right now.
Right.
Does that make it, when you walk in that booth, does that make it easier for you? Does that make it harder for you? Is that just a different mindset? And especially when you, like I say, even with the ciphers, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
it's like when you in spotlight, you know what I'm saying? It's like everybody saying, hey, that's her son, that's her son, you know what I'm saying? Does that make your process of you doing music easier for you or harder?
Really, to me, I think people would think it'd be easier, like you get better looks or something because your pops, but people really just want to hear him. So it's
Right.
like, your son, it's like Jordan. Like, niggas want to see Jordan hoop. They ain't trying to see Marcus.
Right.
So it's like you gotta prove you good at what you do. And then over the years I've been doing it, and they be like, oh, your son straight too. So it went from niggas like, where your pops at? What he dropping to? People ask him when your son putting something off, cause he straight, he dope. So it's like a grind. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's like a little harder. basically, because they don't want to hear me for real. And then when I do, I gotta say something to be good, because they like, oh yeah, well, yep, we straight. Where your pops at? You gotta make a mark when you get a chance to your first impression.
So why right now? Like, this is what, your third, fourth studio album?
Yeah, this is a fourth CD.
So why right now? Why 2020 September? And we doing all this. Like I said, you putting a big push behind it. Why right now? Is it an extra momentum behind you right now? Is it something in this city that you just feel is just the one, or what?
I feel like it's just time, man, to put out more music. Like, I put music out not as fast as everybody else, but and my birthday set September 10th, so I'm putting the CD out on my birthday.
Correct.
But you know, it's just time to start putting out more music and being more consistent. You know what I'm saying? It's a spotlight on the city. Everybody watching us. We are the industry for real.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to put something out so everybody can just listen to it and see a different side of me.
So coming from you, how do you overall feel about the Detroit music? Not just the Detroit music, but
Right.
the Detroit music scene right now.
I think it's hot. The Detroit music scene is probably it's on fire, and we got more to offer too. Like, the more they tap into Detroit, it's more styles. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we got more styles, like lyrical artists. We got people that turn up, street artists. We got female rappers. We got singers. We got neo soul. It's a lot. So it's like just cracking the surface for real. And I'm glad the spotlight on this. So now we can show more of what we do.
So if you had to put yourself into a box or a genre of your style, what would you say? If somebody was to ask you, like, what's your style? Like what would you, and I'm not even talking no genre right now, what words will come out your mouth when they say, Young Herk, what is your style?
I don't know if I can put a style on it for real. Like, cause I can do everything. So it's like, if you want to do a song about this, we can do that. If you want to do a song about this, we can do that. I'm like an adjuster, damn near. Like, it's not like I can just do one song and they be like, when you see a song title, like, yeah, it's gonna be about this. You can't really guess it because you never know which direction I'm going in.
Facts.
I don't really have a genre or like a certain style.
All right, now let's talk artists right now too.
Right.
Tape is called Old Soul, but like you said, still a young nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got an old soul in you. And let's talk. When you not recording yourself, what artists are you listening to? Is it a Drake? Is it a J. Cole? Is it a Young Dolph? What's your vibe? Just to ride to.
I'm listening, like I say, man. I'm weird a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I be playing 90s R&B.
Really?
Sometime, or like neo soul, music soul, child. But I do play like some street shit like Djbj, T.I., Ross, Fabulous. You know what I'm saying, Jada. But I be playing like old school throwback, like, cause it's a vibe to ride to, like, you know what I'm saying, the energy. That's why. So it's like I play street shit, but when I'm riding, I play some throwback R&B or neo soul, 90s R&B, stuff like that.
Now, for somebody who watching this right now and they really want to be a fan of you, they want to be a fan to listen to your music, what do you think you bring different to the table, as when it comes to artistry, when it comes to music, when it comes to just being a person overall?
I think the creativity. Like, if you want to hear something that's creative or a dope story where it actually connects and the plots, and I do creative storytelling. And if you like to hear lyrics that make you think a little bit, like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? I come with that. And then that's the main thing I think that made me stand out. You know, I do creative storytelling, and then the lyrics is like, it's food for thought.
Now, you said creative storytelling, not to put you on the spot real quick, but off this project, can you give us a few lines of one of the verses off this project coming with that creative storytelling line? I'm a big fan of that.
Right.
Djbj had one song where he went out with a bitch, and then a bitch robbed him, then his driver was sitting there, so that was one of my favorite tracks, so I love that creative storytelling line. So if you can remember any of them verses real quick.
A storytelling line on
Yeah.
that. I said, trying to think. I've really just finished it up. I ain't gonna lie, but it's a story on there. The album title, Old Soul, and I basically get into the reason why I got an old soul and stuff that I went through when I was young, and it's a dope story how I connect on why the reason I have an old soul.
Now, speaking on being young too, how was that being young and seeing your pops in that spotlight? What kind of drive did that give you?
Gave me a lot of drive, man. Like, cause it was like like when I first started seeing them pop off and do his thing, I was just inspired by. It wasn't like money. It was like people being like, "Yo, shit, dope."
How old was you then?
I probably was about like 8, 9. 8, 9, yep.
Mm-hmm.
That was the love, like seeing, it wasn't about money or like jury. It was the fact somebody would come to you and you work hard on your craft, right, and they'd be like, that shit was dope. That was the payoff. You know what I'm saying? So just seeing them get respect like that and peeping all this little methods, it made me get into it. Like, oh yeah, that's dope. The craft of it. Yeah.
So what's your overall vision? Is it to blow as an artist? Is it just to be a good streaming artist? Is it to be social media well known? Because everybody overall vision be a little different.
Right.
Or it's for yours, like I said, to be naturally known as having good bars. Like you got some artists out there who just naturally known as just having straight up good bars, and that's how they get paid off of it. So what is yours? Is it the bars, the music? Is it just the overall persona or what?
I just want like overall respect. Like when people when they say my name, like Young Herk, be like, yeah, he dope. Like that might not seem like a lot. Like I ain't really thinking about like I'm trying to be super rich, but I want people to be like, Young Herk dope, or his lyrics is sweet, and I got a classic album, or you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. I know money and stuff, it come with it once you start building a fan base and all that. But I just really want like people to be like, yeah, he dope. Yeah, he hard when niggas hear my name.
That's facts. You know what I'm saying? Project dropping September 10th. Oh, so is there any visuals dropping with the project?
I got videos coming, so I'm just keep y'all playing it by ear. You know what I'm saying? I did a video called Thinking Out Loud. That's put up. I did a song called Speaking to the Prophet on there. So I got videos coming, but just look forward to it, September 10th.
Now they can find us on all digital platforms, dropping everywhere.
All digital platforms everywhere. Spotify, iTunes, Apple, Tidal, Napster, everywhere.
And throw all them social media handles out real quick.
Yeah, you can get me on Facebook at Young Woodrow Herk. You can get me on Instagram at It's Young Herk, ITSYOUNGHERK. And then I'm on Twitter at Young Herk 313. I don't be on there that much, but that's on there too. Yeah.
And before we get up out of here, like you say you do it for the hood sometimes. Sometimes like your hood inspire you. So to all the youth tuning in right now too, and who just need a little motivation, give them some inspiring words real quick.
Man, be you. To me, I think that's the most important thing. Like, be you. And when you want to rap, you can get inspired by somebody, but don't try to copy off them. You know what I'm saying? Let that inspire you to come up with something on your own and be creative. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to copy off another person, because now you're just a carbon copy. You know what I'm saying? You will never
that's the first time I heard that one.
You would never get a chance to be as big as that person because you a clone for real. So just let them inspire you, and then find your own style. Let it be inspiration.
Say no more. September 10th, all digital platforms. Oh, so it is going down. Make sure y'all go stream that project. And shout out to IG one more time.
The IG is It's Young Herk, ITSYOUNGHERK.
Back with another one. 3525 Young Herk. You know what it is. Pay attention, boy. September 10th. Oh, so let's get it.